Alright, so we're moving July 1st, but we've been homesteading for a year in our fixer-upper, and we just need to gut her. We did a couple of things in here to make it comfortable for us, but I just want to reiterate, no judgment. I just want to show you how it was to homestead for a year, a little over a year, and I'll definitely show you the new place we're moving into. But this is the outside of our property. The grass, we're trying to grow grass where there's bare spots, planting things, hanging flowers, things like that. In the living room, we did a lot of work too. I'll try to insert some before pictures. Let me turn off the TV. So before we move, we're going to get all of the rugs deep professionally cleaned. But we did a lot in this room. We replaced whole panels of drywall. We did all the trimming to the doors, everything. We painted this beautiful light blue. Got new curtain rods, curtains, new blinds. Yeah, we took really good care. And we learned a lot. We didn't put any floor down. We just painted it with white porch paint and covered it with rugs to give us some type of insulation. But yeah, we did all of that. Now, again, no judgment. This is the kitchen. We didn't do anything here because it's a lot of foundational. We need to replace all the floor beams, everything. So we just left it as is. So I just clean it. We did a couple of paint swatches. Yeah, got a little AC there. Chair. This is my desk where I work. My husband works in the living room. I have like a little panel there to separate us. Got like a little wire rack, rug, things where, and this is where it gets yikes. We had to take out the ceiling because if you can see, the beams are all wonky, and we had all the plumbing, most of it done with PEX pipe for stage 1 of plumbing. So we had to get rid of all this drywall on the ceiling because it was getting wet, replace the plumbing, and because of that, we also had, I have it covered up in plastic to kind of protect us, but we had to take out panels of the wall as well. We don't have a kitchen in here. I have a sink, a slop sink that I use. I have my Ninja that I use, and I have like a hot tub that we use. But yeah, all this, everything, even stuff that we did is getting torn down to the studs. And we have a storage unit that has all of our new flooring, all of our new lighting, everything we bought for the house until we're ready for it to get installed. We did temporary fix to the stairs. It's kind of dirty, but we put like fascia on the front. We painted the steps part. We added a railing for me. And this had a huge hole in it, so we replaced the drywall and put beadboard, as we did in the ceiling, put a new light fixture, and this is another room that did a lot of work. We totally redid this bad boy. Again, I'll try to insert pictures or video of what was before and after, but we tore out all the drywall, everything to the studs, including the tub, put in a new tub surround. Everything in here is new. And I'm very proud. We learned so much doing this project, and I'm so proud of what we did. This is the only bathroom. This was my office, but we had to take out a lot of things because if you don't notice, the floor is dipping because we need new floor joists. But we decided to get everything as much as we can off the floor. And just recently, we installed a closet. We had a really bad storm, really bad water damage, so we did repair that. You can kind of see the water damage right there still, but we did have to replace that whole entire panel. But we put these really cool things on the wall for my husband's clothes. And my clothes are in the actual closet. I have a shelf where he keeps his hats. I keep my shoes, purses. I got a little thing right here with my jewelry. It's my IKEA drawer that I have things in. My collection of nail polish. This is where my husband keeps all his hats. And this is another part of the closet that my husband built. All his shoes and bags, my purses, his bags. And here is just like a little part that's covered is the AC for the winter. I think we keep it covered since we're not going to live here, but for 6 more weeks, I'm not going to turn it on. I must suffer through. But anyway, I have a little shelf here that I got from World Market that holds like our workout clothes, sweatshirts, sweatpants, a fan, our printer, scanner, faxer. And I have a little candle there. And we did a lot of work on the hallway too. I'll also insert pictures of what it looked like before, but we had to pull up the floor, lay new underlayment underneath it, and then put the flooring on top. Okay, this is our bedroom. Again, we just painted the floor with white porch paint. It doesn't last that long, guys. You will get, like, I tried to paint over it, but it wasn't the right paint, so now it looks rough. But we did the best we could just to make her comfortable. Got our TV hanging, the shoes more, my plants. We have a captain bed with drawers because we definitely needed it. My bookshelf. His theme, his poster board. So yeah, we're moving July 1st, very excited. But yeah, homesteading, I'll talk about it towards the end of this video. But again, guys, please no judgment. Everybody's journey is different in regards to housing, and we did buy her in 2016. We let family live in her, and then we lived in her for a couple of months. Moved out, let family live in rent-free to help kind of save money and help them move on. They moved on, they are living great, and we, due to circumstances, moved back to our homestead around COVID. If you know, you know, to help us rebuild our credit and just get ourselves situated. And now, finally, we can move right down the street, gut her all the way to the studs. Even the stuff we didn't realize it was going to be that disposable, but it is. But we're going to gut her all the way down to the studs and get a homeowner's loan and let the professionals fix her up how we want to fix her up. But yeah, I'm so grateful for her for giving us shelter. We lasted through one of the coldest winters of last year, of temperatures below like 10, 13, 15 degrees. She has been a godsend, and I love our property, and I know when we're finished with her, she's going to be awesome. Hey, so you've seen our fixer-upper. How has it been homesteading for a year, and what have I learned? Just to give you a backstory of why we moved back to her instead of staying in our other rental and rehabbed her. Well, I got laid off my dream job January 1st, 2019, and with a visual impairment, it was very difficult for me to find any job at the level of salary that I was doing. I was the associate project manager. I am a little still sore about it, surprisingly, that I'm talking about it now, because out of all my team, our department was closed, but I was the only one that was laid off. My other 2 co-workers stayed on with the company. I don't know what their current status is now, but that's what it was back the end of 2018, beginning of 2019. I did get a severance. With that severance, I signed my rights away. I had really no choice because I didn't have any money. So they gave me severance, and that severance was $10,000 to pay all my bills and live. And that $10,000 went very, very, very fast. Then I had to live on my 401k, and that also went very, very fast. I didn't find another job until the summer, and that was at a lesser rate of what I was making before, $14 an hour. And we couldn't afford the rent anymore. We were only I always paid my rent, but we were behind 1 month, and I tried to reach out to different resources in our state, in our city, but I made too much. So they denied me, and I didn't have any dependents living with me, just myself and my husband. So we chose to move back to our fixer-upper, and we paid our late month rent, moved out, and the landlords, wasn't personal. I know it hurt at the time, but it wasn't personal, it was just business, and we still see them around the neighborhood. We still say hi. But we moved into our homestead, and she needs a lot of work. She needs totally new plumbing, she needs new wiring, she needs all new floor joists everywhere because the floors are bucking. The foundation needs to be reworked. She's basically, I want to say, a shell that will be rebuilt. So, but we were so in debt. We used all of our credit cards, all of our 401k, all of my severance. You get the gist. We have a Home Depot and a Lowe's card, so they moved into her to make her comfortable for us. We maxed out those 2 cards. Obviously, pay those back now. But we learned so much about drywall, about PEX piping, about plumbing, about trimming, about painting, about rehabbing a whole entire bathroom by learning on YouTube. So if we can do it, anyone else can do it. So everyone's living situation is different, but COVID hit us really, really hard. Me getting laid off from my dream job hit us very, very hard. And it took us a moment, those years from 2020 to 2023, for me to find my other dream job where I'm making more than I ever have in my whole entire career. Being able to work 100% remotely anywhere. So, I definitely want to tell people that when bad things happen, it hurts, feel it, but there is a reason behind it. Rejection, a closed door is just protection and redirection, okay? It took years to get there, but we can breathe. So we're very, Roxy, are you excited to move with the mama? We're wearing pink today. Anyway, so we're excited to move. We're excited to gut her to the studs. We're excited. We have really, really gun-ho cleaned up our credit. A lot of our credit cards are paid off. We're building up a savings again. So we're seeing the other side of this journey, of this learning experience. So those are experiencing layoffs right now. Those are experiencing like months, even years, not finding a job and finding yourself in a predicament regardless to your living situation. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There's no shame with living with family to build yourself up if you can. There's no shame at taking a lesser paying job just to get some income coming in. There's no shame in any of that. You got to put that pride aside. And I think with capitalism, we are very prideful Americans, right? You gotta let that go because this is a totally different ball game. I mean, when I was laid off, I couldn't afford Cobra. I had no medical insurance. So I got sick and it caught up with me when I finally did get medical insurance, and I had to take care of a lot of health issues. But yeah, she taught us a lot. And I'm so grateful for her. We're not selling her, we're just gonna fix her up. She may be a rental property for us, or we may move right back in when she's done. But all I want to say, we named her Tina because she reminds me of Tina Turner. She's been through a lot, but she's still standing. She's 100 years old. I love you, girl. You did so much for us. You kept us sheltered. You helped us. I am grateful. Very grateful. Peace out.